Welcome to Backstories, the podcast where we dig deep into the untold tales behind the people, places, and moments that shape our world. Every month, we'll uncover the hidden narratives that inspire, surprise, and challenge us. So, grab your headphones and get ready to journey into the past, one backstory at a time.
All right, Tracey has a story. It's called How I Gave My Son 4 Concussions. She was also Mother of the Year last year. Oh, she left. No, here she goes.
All right. So I was sharing with my family that I'm been going here a couple months and I'm finally going to get up and I'm going to share one of the stories of it's funny when it doesn't happen to you. And I'm going to share the unfortunate, or as my son says, shameful for me, of my son's multiple concussions in 1 year. And my daughter, my 22-year-old daughter, peeps up and goes, "Oh, you mean how I gave my son 4 concussions?" And I was like, wait a minute. I want everybody to know I only gave him 1, okay? I am the perpetrator of only 1 of the concussions. But this is the beauty of this tale because it's fluid, and my family can't even agree on the number of concussions he's ever had. So the concussed says 5. His older sister and my husband say 4. And me, the health professional, says 3. So I have all 5 here on different cards. They don't need to be on any order. So we have Pepto-Bismol pink, bright green, bright orange, bright pink, and bright yellow. So pick a color, and that's how we're going to tell the story of the 5 concussions.
Bright pink.
Bright pink. Bright pink, number 3. Finally, a sports-related concussion. Yes! Thank God. Most importantly, observed by the public. Oh my God. So, there's 2 stories to this. 1, the concussed, and 2, me. Me. Second one is Mama Bear. Well, semi-engaged, kind of watching the soccer game. Which would you prefer first? Concussed or Mama?
Oh, wow.
Mama?
The true one.
All right, the true one. Way more boring, but okay. Semi-observant mom, because I wasn't the greatest of sports mom. I say that Peter was the center of a hive of nominally coordinated children, and what can I say? He landed on the bottom, became one with the earth, and became a speed bump for the others. The coach carried him off, brought him over to me and said he was definitely unconscious. And you could just see the little birdies wrapping around him. I said, okay. So that was concussion number 3. He was, I think, in 3rd grade, so it was like the first year for that standardized testing. And he was one of those kids where he could do really well or he could get maybe 2 things right. You never knew. And so I got to call the principal and say, this is your lucky day. He has no standardized testing. One of your wild cards is out of your hair. And he was So that was number 3. Shall we do Pepto-Bismol? Pepto-Bismol is number 5. Number 5, the concussed says it happened, but it's spotty with the details, and surely I would remember this, right? No Icarus flying to the sun, no trampled by the behemoth, and there's nothing. And I think because it didn't happen. So I think the concussed says, I think maybe the concussed doesn't remember it because of amnesia or maybe mommy's guilt and shame, but we'll forgive him. And you know what I forgot to tell you about the sports-related one? The concussed says he was trampled by a lab-grown genetic freak that was approximately 10 feet tall, and this lab-grown genetic freak now is one of his best buddies and is currently only 6'1". So, I don't know. Number 2? You want number 2 or number 1? Or 1. 1. Honda Odyssey 1. Peter 0. But as I have been reminded, who outlasted who? Peter has outlasted the Honda Odyssey. After the seemingly hundreds of dance classes where Peter was trapped in the lobby, he rushed towards freedom, much like Icarus flying close to the sun, and was struck down by me in the driver's side door. Thwack! Lifting him off of his feet, ringing his bell. Surprisingly, there was no corralling and mommying to get into the car. There was no, like, just get in the car! It was just him, and he was just wanting to go home. And that, friends, was number 1. He did not return back to school full-time for a full month.
Wow. That was your punishment.
That was my punishment. So we did 1, we did 3, we did 5. Let's do 4. Was it a true concussion? Did I even call the pediatrician this time? I don't know. I mean, he wasn't knocked unconscious, and he wasn't knocked off his feet. So does it really count? Another Sunday dinner, he dropped a jar of beads all over the floor, picking it up, and then bam, went his head beneath the table. And really, that's about it. It was pretty boring. I don't even know if he missed school. So, I'm not sure. And then number 2. It's an incredibly rare concussion. Reading. I Googled it, and concussions caused by reading, AI said, is extremely rare. All right. Engrossed in his graphic novel, probably Captain Underpants or Diary of a Wimpy Kid, walked across the living room floor, tra-la-la-la-la, and then suddenly, with the 1/8-inch transition from the rug to the hardware floor, hurled him face down into the couch, where he immediately popped up and fell like a 3-foot sequoia, breaking the fall with his head. That was a really scary one. Not just concussed, but unconscious for like 30 seconds. And I think maybe this was the one that allowed him to escape MDSE testing. And that was it.